And as always, we just begin, take a moment and just scan the mind, and we can just ask the mind if there's any expectations, if we're hoping that this meditation will be the best meditation this week, if we're hoping for a particular outcome, or if we've had particularly difficult meditations recently and we're hoping for an easier one. We always just like to observe what happens in the mind and just meet reality where it is rather than where we want it to be. For example, I have pain and I have to just meet that reality. I would rather not have pain in my head, but it's there. And so I'll just meet that reality there. And so once we've acknowledged any expectations and become aware of any, that's okay if you don't have expectations too. Then we'll just begin with a body scan. And we just like to use this body scan as it helps to make the body feel more comfortable, because we'll be sitting for a period of time and it helps the mind become a little bit more comfortable too sometimes. And we can start from the top of the head and we'll just relax. We'll relax the top of our head, and we just always relax as much as each part of the body would like us to relax. And each time that we're with a part of our body and move to do a new part, our mind is also coming with us. So we can be safe in knowing that our mind is here too. And so we move from the top of our head to our forehead, and we relax the forehead, and we relax the temples. We relax the eyebrows and the eyes. We relax our sinuses. We relax our nose. We relax our cheek. We relax our ears. We relax our mouth, our lips. We relax our chin. We relax our jaw. We relax the back of the head. We relax the throat. We relax the neck. And then we can move to our shoulders and just relax the shoulders as much as they'd like to relax. The shoulders are where we can feel often resistance, because stress can be built up, anxiety can be built up, tension. And so we just allow whatever would like to relax, and what doesn't is fine too. And we can move to our back and just relax the top of our back. We can relax the middle of our back. And we can relax our lower back. We can relax our arms, our elbows. We can relax our wrists. We can relax our fingers, our thumbs. And we can move to the heart, and we can relax our heart. We can relax our chest and our lungs. We can relax our kidneys. We can relax the adrenal glands that lie on top of the kidneys. These are responsible for cortisol levels, for stress. They communicate with the fight or flight response in our mind. So it's nice to sometimes relax these glands just to let them know that in this moment everything is safe. There's no threat, there's no danger, there's no risk. And so they can relax. We can relax our bowels. We can relax our liver. We can relax our appendix if we have one. We can relax our stomach. We can relax our gut. And we can relax our intestine. And we can relax our nervous system. The nervous system can quite often be in high alert. And so it's nice to just let the nervous system know as well that everything's calm, there's no immediate threats or immediate danger, that it can have a moment to just relax. And we can relax our immune system. Our immune system works very hard to protect us, to protect our body from any threat or danger. And so it's nice to reward the immune system for all its hard work by just taking a moment to relax. And we can relax our brain. We can relax our mind. And we can move down to the buttocks. And we can relax our buttocks. We can relax our pelvis. We can relax our thighs. We can relax our knees, our legs. We can relax our ankles. We can relax our feet, our toes, and the soles of our feet. We can relax every organ within the body. We can relax every tissue within the body. We can relax every molecule, every atom, and every cell. And we can use this state of relaxation if it sits as an object. Objects are of great benefit to us because they are something steady to hold on to throughout the meditation. Objects are something that we can easily bring our mind back to know when it goes away. It is hard for my body to relax when it is knowing that there is some pain. And so I just make my mind aware that there's pain, there's the sensation of pain within my head. And I can just know this. And a strong resistance will come up and a strong urge to try and ignore the pain or force the pain to go away, that will only make the pain stronger. I can know that I have aversion to it and simply say, I know that there's a sensation of pain within my head. I don't necessarily like that it's there, but I will still be able to meditate. And it's my perception of what's happening in my mind and body that is important. If I perceive the pain as a threat, if I have a strong dislike or desire or aversion towards it, if I try to push it away or fight, it doesn't do any good to my mind or my body. But if I look at it with the perception of gratitude, that my body has the ability to alert me and tell me that there's something here, it can tell me exactly where. And I can have gratitude or look at the pain from a perception of gratitude in that there is an easy object for me today as I leave. And this can help me bring up a good system because I'm accepting and acknowledging that the pain is there, and I can just keep knowing the pain. There are a number of different ways that we can look at or perceive what's happening in our mind right now. We can look at what's happening with a state of aversion, a state of dislike. Or we can look at it just curiously. And this is where neutrality or equanimity can come in, because it allows us to just know what is happening and to just keep saying equanimity, equanimity, so we don't look at what's happening in the mind as something that's good or something that's bad, something that we really like, something that we really dislike. We're just saying that it's there, and then just being neutral about what's happening. By now, I'm sure that thoughts may have come up, and that's just something that thoughts do. Research suggests that we have tens of thousands of thoughts each day, so it can be unrealistic to expect that closing our eyes will suddenly stop the thoughts. Thoughts don't need us to have our eyes opened or closed to produce. They simply produce. We are not the producers of our thoughts. And so when thoughts come up, we can just know that thoughts are there. And thoughts are just thoughts. They're not anything more. They're not anything less. And thoughts are also not facts. So if thoughts are coming up that you're not doing this right, that you're doing it all wrong, that you're not good enough, that does not mean that they're true. Thoughts can only bark, they can't bite. And that's the same when voices come up and whisper things in our ear. And we're not bothered when these voices or thoughts come up because we have our object. Our object is like your safety bunker. We're in that bunker with our object, and we're just trying to keep our mind there. Sometimes our mind wants to peek outside to see what's happening. We just try and keep it there as much as we can with our object. And there may be things happening outside of that bunker. The thoughts so desperately want to come into your safe place. The voices so desperately want to try to get you to leave. And sometimes We might leave that safety bunker. But thank goodness we have a chance to try again. We get to sit in a safety bunker. And every time that we leave it again, we can just say, great, this is an opportunity to practice bringing the mind back. And it's a great opportunity to try and sit with our object and be with our object. What are we knowing in this very moment? Each moment is a new opportunity to know. So if the last moments we weren't knowing, that's okay. They're in the past now. They don't matter. We can just know this moment. And if we simply just don't know anything, we're struggling to find something to know, then we can know that too. When the pain isn't as painful in my head, then I come back to my body to use that as an object. And when the pain gets a little more intense, I just then go back to the pain in my head. And so it's okay to go to a different object if staying with one object isn't sustainable, if it's no longer the strong object. It's okay to take a moment to find a different object or go to a different object. If the meditation is difficult, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that it feels difficult. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that the bad system may be the one in control right now, and that's okay. Because when we know that the bad system is there, we slowly chip away at its control and at its power. It can feel frustrating to have the bad system be in control, but it's just in control for this moment. It won't stay like that forever. And even if the bad instinct or the bad system is running, we can still stay in our safety bunker with our object. And we don't need to worry about whether it will be difficult for the rest of the meditation, because that's in the future and it hasn't even happened yet. So we can just focus on now. Thoughts, voices, and distractions, they'll want to try and come inside the safety bunker. When we stay with our object, we can keep them on the outside. They can try and lure us and force us to come outside of the bunker. If we do go outside of the bunker, we can always come back in and be with our object once again. It doesn't matter how many times you've been led astray from your object. It only matters how many times you've come back to it, even if it's been for a very short period. 1 second of mindfulness is still 1 second of mindfulness. And even if 1 second is all you get throughout this entire meditation, it still counts. And it's still 1 second more that you have that you wouldn't have had if you didn't take this time to meditate. What are the details of your object? What does it look like? Is it big? Is it small? Looking at the details of our object can help us to stay with that object and maintain that focus with the object for a little bit more. Feel free to take a break as often as you need. Taking a break can give you a little bit of respite, can give you a breather, it can give you the opportunity to restart again. Thoughts and voices in our mind can only become stronger and more powerful when we give focus to them. If they're there and we keep our focus on our object and we stay with that object, those voices will eventually simmer away and the thoughts will eventually float away, and different voices, different thoughts may emerge, but they'll pass as well as long as you stay with your object. We've all had to endure and we've all had to suffer. There are different points of our life. And so, if this is what's happening in this meditation, then at least we know that we've been through much worse in the past. And so this meditation being a bit difficult or having to suffer is nothing. Where is your mind right now? Is it safely with your object in your bunker? Is it with a thought? Is it engaged in conversation with a voice? Is it in la la la? If it's in any of those places, if it's not with your object, you can bring it back. It doesn't matter how many times the mind leaves, it only matters how many times we bring it back. As we come toward the end of the meditation, we can ask our mind to bring up the state of gratitude. And we can thank ourselves for showing up for this hour-long meditation. Some people might go through their whole life never having attempted meditation, never having the opportunity to learn how, or never having the space or the environment or the people around them to encourage meditation and to have a space to do so. And so we can all thank ourselves for showing up today, for taking this time out of our busy lives, and to reward ourselves with this hour of meditation. And we can thank each other for getting to be part of our meditation experience, for getting to be part in some way in each other's journey. We can thank ourselves for trying to do what is the best for us and for trying to look after ourselves. And whilst in this state of gratitude, we can take a moment to thank anyone or anything that we would like to thank. And when we feel ready, we can bring up this state of love and kindness. We can ask our mind to bring up the state of loving kindness. And with this loving kindness, we first give ourselves loving kindness. And then we take this loving kindness and we bring it on the top of our head. And slowly we bring this loving kindness all the way down to our body until it reaches the soles of our feet. And we can think of ourselves like an empty tank in which we're filling up loving kindness so that that loving kindness is inside of us. And then we can expand this loving kindness that we've created to your loved ones, to your family, to your friends, to work colleagues, to acquaintances, to people we pass on the streets, to people we see in our commute. And then we can expand this loving kindness to the very room that we are in, to the very building that we're in. And we can keep expanding this loving kindness until it covers the entire city, the entire town, the entire place that we're in, until it expands the very country that we're in. And then we keep expanding this loving kindness till it reaches each neighboring country, until it reaches each continent. And we just keep expanding this loving kindness until it's reached and covered the entire earth and every being on it. And then we can keep expanding this loving kindness outward, out towards the universes, the different galaxies, and everything among it, until we feel like we've expanded our loving kindness everywhere. And we expand this loving kindness to the moon, the stars, the sun, and the ocean, and everything that is possibly out there is expanded by our loving kindness. And we can take comfort in the fact that we've all cultivated loving kindness today. And so if we ever need it, we know that we can just step outside the room that we're in, come back in, or leave, and walk down the street, and loving kindness, not only from ourselves, but from each other, will be there to greet us anytime that we might need it today. And we would want to set an intention for this good energy that we have brought up today. We'd like to place it somewhere that's going to be a benefit for us or for others. And so we can take this moment to make a resolution, one that is selfless, one that is filled with purity, one that is filled with good intentions. And when we feel ready, we can slowly come back to ourselves, and we can slowly and gently open our eyes when we feel ready to do so.